Yeah, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here, back at it again with the Zombies live commentary. Last time we were taking a look at Verruct and just seeing how the remake was in Black Ops 1. Now we're doing the same for Numa, and we're kind of curious to see, does it feel the same? Does it feel different? I will say, I think this game does not have the flamethrower, and the flamethrower felt really cool on this map and was really fun to use on this more open map. So not having that as like the unique thing, and I think it becomes the Thunder Gun now instead as the more unique mechanic, because the original had both, but this one I think just has the Thunder Gun and not the Flamethrower. Just kind of makes this a downgrade in my opinion. I'm sure there's probably some other bugs in the original this may be fixed or whatever, but for me as a casual player, that Flamethrower was just sick, man. And this map felt like it was built for the Flamethrower. But yeah, this is round one. Get just basically an HD version of the original going on right here. I mean, there's not really much more to say than that. It's just slightly higher quality, textures. This guy's like an actual corpse now instead of just a set of polygons. Still pretty hard to make out any specific details, but that's just because that's how they do things to keep the rating on these games at least somewhat reasonably. Like, yeah, I think they get rated teen instead of mature. I'm not really sure, actually. I don't remember how CoD Zombies games were rated for maturity or whatever. But yeah, on the whole, I mean, I don't even know if I have to play this, really. I guess I have to see, do the zombies do their funky little... They did, like, their Imperial March type of kicks or whatever. Do they still do that? If they do, then this is a pretty faithful remake, but without the flamethrower, which is a downgrade. And if they don't, then this is an even further downgrade. I mean, they got some type. This guy's got to take a shit. This guy's also got to take a shit. Did they... Dude, what is with the Hitler Youth Knife? I don't remember this, like, ever being quotes that are happening. Okay, now they do Kung Fu. I think they did that in the original as well. So they got funky different animations, but they're almost too fluid, I feel, actually, compared to the original. I know it's a very weird thing to say, but I'm very much a fan of letting the imagination do a lot of the heavy lifting instead of having the people do it. There is still fog when you're in the building, which I guess atmospherically, most of the time, if you don't think about it, it kind of makes sense. You're in a foggy, swampy area, and it's far enough away where it's kind of reasonable, not overkill. Yeah, we can see this outside area now and get traps right up here, or no? Oh wow, that opens up everything. I don't think the original did that. That is a good change. Okay, where is all that screaming coming from, though? This is... Oh no, that's the original area. No, actually, the original did do this. I just took forever to realize it. I remember that now. But yeah, I mean, seems like a faithful remake, but without the fun flamethrower, and instead, it's got nicer water and all that. Slightly different animations and everything, and all the same wall buys though. I mean, they just kind of like the other remakes. They're pretty faithful with all the different weapons outside of, I guess, the flamethrower, which would have been too much to give the player unlimited ammo when they realized that people were going to play this more seriously, and that people were as good as they were even back then at this game. Yeah, like the water looks way nicer. The rest of the map, I mean, that looks really cool. The way you can see the fires and the lights and the fog and all that. Like, the atmosphere here was just upgraded from the visuals, I will admit. The starting room looked a little weirder and maybe off a little, at least to me personally, but that's just the starting room. The rest of the map does seemingly look way, way better. And the little animations, little kung fu poses and weird, like, creepy crawl these guys do. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's not, like, awful either. Yeah, let's just pull something from the box. Let's see. I don't see any flame. I don't see anything, actually. I didn't see any flamethrower. And I guess we have the Black Ops 1 box as well, which, I don't know, I guess there's ups and downs to that, but like I said, no flamethrower is a big L for this map and this remake, so on the whole, I think I gave the original like a 4 out of 5 for just being a nice, casual, fun experience. I think I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5 for being the same thing, but without the flamethrower. Like, I don't know why I would play this version when I can just play the World at War version of the same map, which just straight up had more content, right? The weapons are like half the content on Zombies, especially like powerful, like the strongest weapons, right? No one really gives a shit about the box weapons, right? Having these dual CZs instead of like sniper number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't really matter to me or anyone, but having the flamethrower versus having, I don't know, some random shotgun or something instead, that's a big L. That's a big L having the shotgun instead of the flamethrower. The trap and all that's all the same. It's just a nicer looking, better visually, but no flamethrower is kind of the way I want to describe this remake. So whatever that might mean for you is however you should probably feel about it, I guess. For me, that makes this just a 3 out of 5. You know, nothing crazy, nothing bad. It feels solid to play on. There's a solid set of weapons, solid set of, you know, map design and all that, solid atmosphere and everything, but nothing special or crazy, or no real reason to play this map over any other. And yeah, with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know if there's anything I missed, or any changes from the remake, or any just things in the original map that I might have missed talking about then. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.